Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. In this presentation, we will address the DTC P2646, which indicates a low voltage condition in the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit for Honda Accord models from 2008 to 2012. This diagnostic trouble code, DTC, relates to issues affecting the VTEC system, which is crucial for optimizing engine performance by controlling the timing of the intake valves. The rocker arm oil pressure switch plays an essential role in this system by monitoring oil pressure vital for the VTEC solenoid operation. When oil pressure is low, the system cannot function as designed, leading to potential engine performance issues. Therefore, it's important to diagnose and address this DTC effectively to ensure the VTEC system functions properly. We will go through the symptoms, causes, and troubleshooting steps in detail. The rocker arm oil pressure switch, pivotal in the Honda Accord's engine, is designed to monitor the oil pressure, crucial for the operation of the variable valve timing and lift electronic control VTEC system. This switch is typically located near the rocker arm oil control valve, where it can effectively sense oil pressure levels. When the oil pressure is below acceptable limits, it triggers the DTC P2646. This may result in the VTEC not engaging, leading to suboptimal engine performance, such as reduced power or acceleration. Understanding the precise location and function of the rocker arm oil pressure switch is imperative when troubleshooting this error. Using the correct tools and methods as outlined in the manual is essential to ensure an accurate diagnosis and effective repair. Several factors may contribute to the occurrence of DTC P2646. Firstly, a low engine oil level can significantly affect oil pressure, leading to erroneous signals from the rocker arm oil pressure switch. Secondly, a faulty rocker arm oil pressure switch may provide inaccurate readings or fail to operate entirely, resulting in this DTC being triggered. Additionally, wiring issues within the circuit, such as broken wires or poor connections, can interfere with the proper transmission of signals between the switch and the engine control module, ECM. It's important to methodically investigate each of these potential causes to identify and rectify the underlying issue causing the low voltage reading in the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit. The most common symptoms associated with DTC P2646 can severely affect the vehicle's performance. Drivers may notice poor engine performance, characterized by a loss of power during acceleration or erratic engine behavior. Additionally, the check engine light on the dashboard will typically illuminate, informing the driver that an issue exists within the engine management system that requires attention. The DTC may also lead to reduced fuel efficiency, as the system fails to optimize valve timing properly. Recognizing these symptoms early can help prevent further complications with the engine and the VTEC system. Therefore, bringing the vehicle in for diagnostics at the earliest signs will enhance the chances of addressing the issue efficiently. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P2646 is to check the engine oil level. This is crucial because low oil levels can directly impact oil pressure and may lead to the low voltage signal in the rocker arm oil pressure switch circuit. To perform this check, locate the engine oil dipstick, remove it, and wipe it clean before reinserting it into the tube. After a proper check, if the oil level is seen to be low, it needs to be topped off to the appropriate level with the recommended oil type for this vehicle model. If the oil level is acceptable, this suggests that the oil issue is not the source of the DTC, indicating the need to move to the next diagnostic step. Accurately performing this task helps eliminate one of the most common causes behind the error code. Upon confirming that the engine oil level is adequate, The next step involves turning the ignition switch to the on-to position. This is a key part of the diagnostic procedure as it powers up the vehicle's electronics without starting the engine, allowing the use of diagnostic tools. Using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, the next action is to clear the DTC from the system. Clearing the DTC resets the engine control module, ECM, and allows for a fresh diagnostic environment. After this, further testing can reveal if the P2646 DTC reoccurs during normal operation, indicating an underlying fault that needs to be addressed. The HDS tool is indispensable for professionals as it provides data and facilitates effective troubleshooting. After clearing the DTC, it is important to perform the VTEC test available in the HDS inspection menu. This test gauges the functionality of the VTEC system and checks whether or not it operates correctly under controlled conditions. If the results show that the system operates as intended, it may indicate an intermittent failure or temporary glitch, suggesting that the system is functioning normally at the moment. In such cases, one should look for poor connections or loose terminals at the rocker arm oil pressure switch, the rocker arm oil control solenoid, and the engine control module. If the results from the test indicate a failure, this means further investigation is necessary to identify the specific components at fault and take appropriate corrective action. Thus, this step is critical in determining the next course of action. Should the VTEC test indicate a malfunction, the next step requires turning the ignition switch to the lock, 0 position, to safely disconnect the rocker arm oil pressure switch. This is a safety measure to prevent any potential electrical shorts while working on the circuit. The rocker arm oil pressure switch is designed with a 2-pin connector that must be disconnected for further testing. This disconnection enables us to isolate the switch from the rest of the system, allowing for a clearer diagnosis. Once disconnected, it permits verification of switch functionality through direct voltage tests. These steps must be executed carefully to maintain system integrity and ensure accurate readings. With the rocker arm oil pressure switch disconnected, the ignition switch should be turned back to the on-to position for further assessment. This activates the system, allowing the HDS to monitor the VTEC press SW readings. Checking the readings is crucial, as it informs whether the switch is functioning and relaying the correct signals to the ECM. If the HDS indicates that the switch is on, this suggests that the system might be operating normally concerning the voltage circuit. In contrast, if the switch is off, it signifies that the issue remains unresolved, and further steps must be taken to identify the exact fault. This diagnostic phase acts as a filter to rule out problems either within the switch or the electrical circuit leading to it. After completing the necessary repairs or replacements based on the troubleshooting steps, it's essential to conduct a final verification to ensure the issue has been adequately resolved. Start by confirming that all connections, particularly those related to the rocker arm oil pressure switch and the VTEC system, are secure and free from corrosion or damage. Following this, a comprehensive road test should be performed. Driving the vehicle under various conditions helps confirm that the VTEC system is functioning correctly and that the DTC P2646 does not reappear. It is vital during this stage to check for any return of symptoms related to poor performance or the illumination of the check engine light. This final phase ensures that the repair was successful, contributing to the continued reliable operation of the vehicle. Preventive maintenance plays a crucial role in averting the recurrence of DTC P2646 in the future. One effective preventive measure is to check the engine oil level regularly to ensure it remains at the appropriate mark indicated on the dipstick. Low oil levels can inevitably lead to oil pressure issues, directly affecting the rocker arm oil pressure switch functionality. Additionally, routinely inspecting electrical connections associated with the rocker arm oil pressure switch and the VTEC system provides an added layer of security in maintaining optimal performance. Making a habit of these maintenance checks can significantly reduce the likelihood of unexpected engine performance issues age, while also contributing to the vehicle's longevity. In conclusion, addressing DTC P2646 is essential for maintaining optimal engine performance in Honda Accord models from 2008 to 2012. This presentation has covered the essential steps required for effective troubleshooting, from checking oil levels to ensuring proper connections in the VTEC system. Understanding the role of the rocker arm oil pressure switch and its effects on performance is vital for any technician. Regular monitoring of symptoms and preventive maintenance will help keep this critical system functioning optimally, ultimately enhancing the driving experience. Should any indications arise, prompt diagnostics will lead to timely repairs, ensuring that the VTEC system performs as intended, thereby maximizing fuel efficiency and driving comfort. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.